everybody? I'm here today to tell you 6 driving test questions you should ask yourself before taking the test. If you're going to be taking your driving test, you should ask yourself these 6 questions before you actually take the test. Let's get right into the video. Question number 1, do I know all of the maneuvers? Now, when you're doing your driving test, you might not be asked to do every single maneuver, but they definitely have the ability to ask you to do every possible maneuver. So you should know all of the maneuvers and how to do them, and then you're probably going to be asked to do a handful of those maneuvers, but you don't know which ones they're going to ask you to do. So just ask yourself, do I know all of the maneuvers? And obviously make sure that you're good at all of the maneuvers. And then you can move on to question number 2. Have I practiced enough? Let's say you know all of the maneuvers, but you don't feel like you've practiced enough. No problem. Practice more. I'm not saying to delay your test. Just practice more before the test. If you have a week left until your test, that's a solid week of practicing, a solid week that you can practice every night possible, every day possible, every hour that you can. So you don't have to delay your test, but definitely try to practice more before the test. Question number 3, am I a super safe driver? And I said a super safe driver because it's not about being a safe driver, it's about being a super safe driver. On the test, one of the main things that they look for is, are you safe on the road? Okay, yes, they want you to be good at parallel parking and reverse parking and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, the number 1 concern for a driving test examiner is, are you safe? They want to prevent accidents on the road. They want to have great drivers on the road as well, but they want to prevent accidents. What it comes down to is this: would you rather have an unsafe driver that can switch lanes fantastically on the road, or a safe driver that is only decent at switching lanes? You're always going to choose the safe driver. So ask yourself, am I a super safe driver? You need to take the right precautions to become a super safe driver and build the safe driving habits that are necessary for being a safe driver. It's as simple as that. It's all about the habits. Number 4, is my car ready? If you're taking your own car, ask yourself, does everything work on the car? Okay, simple as that. Does everything work on the car? If there's something that doesn't work, ask yourself, is it necessary for this to work for the driving test? If your seat heater doesn't work, for the most part, probably won't affect your driving test. If your turn signal doesn't work, that's a completely different issue. So you got to ask yourself, okay, is my car ready for the driving test? Question number 5, do I have all of my paperwork? You got to have all of your paperwork for the driving test. You need to have all of your paperwork ready. So figure out what paperwork you need to bring and make sure it's ready. I always tell people, take all of your paperwork, leave it by your shoes, and a separate pair of shoes that you never wear. Leave it by your shoes, by your front door. This way on your driving test day, you go put on those shoes that you don't wear at any other time, and then you get your paperwork. Or you go pretend to put those shoes on, you get your paperwork, and you put on your regular shoes. Okay? Get all your paperwork ready. Last but not least is number 6, which is, am I ready or mature enough? Okay, being a mature enough driver is half of the battle. Okay, and I know many people that are of an older age that just are not mature, and many people that are a younger age that are mature, and vice versa. Age is correlated with maturity, but it's not a precursor, I guess the word is. Meaning, you can still be young and be mature enough, and you can still be old and be immature. That's what it comes down to. So at the end of the day, ask yourself, am I mature enough? Because to be a safe driver, you need to be mature enough before you take your driving test. It's as simple as that. And that's basically it. Those are some driving test questions that you should ask yourself before you take the test. It is super important to ask yourself these questions because they will really allow you to know if you're ready. You know, you might take your driving test and you might pass, but you might not be ready, okay? So asking yourself these questions will ensure that you're ready. And then passing your driving test is a whole different situation, but at least you'll know that you're ready. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.